Hey, everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard. Yeah, you know what we're doing. Let's just go ahead and get into it. All right. One unit routed, which is pretty good because he got some, Roz got some devastating attacks off on me that time and got a measure of revenge for destroying his cavalry unit with my artillery over at Juthelborg. Let's go ahead and stepping into turn 17. And let me turn on the maps. All right. Yeah, like I said, he did get a measure of revenge over here. He did like 36 casualties, and these guys are pretty much done for the game. So yeah, I'll just pull them back into a reserve position. Shot back and forth all over the place. He's definitely pulling back into the woods. And we've got more units showing up on this side. I don't know what he's doing. And he's moving his squares up and moving his cavalry up a little bit. That's fine. I don't care. I'm going to pull my cav back to here anyways. So I at least have the high ground right along here. You may have seen that I changed out my vertical box for one of Bartek's lovely Prussian ladies. I like his pinup artwork. He's a Polish artist who does period female pinups for pretty much every time period. So ancients, antiquities, Civil War, World War II, Napoleonics. He does some good work, and they're tasteful. And she's a redhead, and I like redheads. So, anyways, it did some more fire over here. These cannons are doing exactly what I thought they were going to do, and they are hurting me. Anywhere from 5 to 10 casualties per shot. Bunch of guys formed up in squares. Can't fault them in the least for that. If I had that much cavalry on my flank, I'd be going into squares as well. I might be able to catch him. Catch his guys in the rear. That sounded bad. Catch his cavalry while they are running away from me. I think I may do that. And of course, this idiot still doesn't know what he's doing. Let's run away towards him. So, oh yeah, the other important thing, his second corps, definitely moving his second corps up. I started seeing movement along here. That's like just those two hexes right there that I can see. So I started seeing movement there, and we're seeing definitely more movement along this road. He's probably going to beat me to Seehausen. Oh, and I do want to give out a couple shout outs. There have been a few people who have been very, very helpful in answering the asinine questions and rhetorical questions that I just don't have the answer to when I'm playing a game. Both Mark and DCB, and definitely most to Hippocrates, who is I would not be surprised if he actually helped design this because of the depth of his answers. Oh, either that or he's just been playing for a really long time. You guys have been great. Thanks for the input, the advice, the rules clarifications, and everything. So yeah, I was complaining a little bit last time, and they're still disordered. Of course they are. That these guys went disordered when I moved them into a village. I kind of thought it was because I moved them all in at one at a time. If you move them through one at a time, it's okay. I was going to test that when they got down here at Blonsdorf, but evidently I was correct. Shocking, I know, that you have to move them through one hex at a time or they'll disorder. So we're just going to try to get as fast to Blonsdorf and to Seehausen as we can, because yeah, I think he's going to beat us there. Anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got, and we're gonna continue pressing 4th Brigade. Yay, I got it right. 4th Brigade forward. We're gonna continue pressing 3rd Brigade forward, get 6th Brigade into position, and then 5th Brigade following up behind, and they're gonna be my local reserve. Maybe sweep this cavalry even further around, because I really can't see what he has. I mean, obviously he has infantry there, but I don't have a really good look at what he's got at Goldsdorf and Church and Cemetery. So we'll see how this susses out. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into it, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I'll get to what I moved when I get to each section. Again, as I like to play each big scenario like this, I break down each section into smaller scenarios, and while trying to keep an eye on the overarching plan that I have, but I do try to break everything down into smaller scenarios, makes it more manageable. Basically, just kind of continue to extend the line. I have no interest in pushing into the woods. I have a victory location here. I'm supposed to be protecting 100 points. There's no reason for me to go into the woods. No reason for me to advance. Does that mean I don't have teeth and won't bite him? Well, we'll see about that. So yeah, also one of the things I forgot to point out, as part of the gentleman's rules, if a unit falls below 30 or 40%, they can't initiate melee, which I'm going to wrap charges up into this, unless they have a leader with them. So this guy shouldn't be able to participate in the charge. So I'm just, you know what, yeah, let's just pull these guys back. But these guys, they're disordered. All right, you know what? So that means no charge. Let's pull them. Let's pull them back as well. Run away, and I turned them the wrong way. Oh well. Oh, but they are behind a screen of infantry, so just have to wait a couple turns while my D-rated troops get their business back in order. Let's just keep, you know what, let's just go ahead and move this cannon down here and get him in place there. Alright, so let's do actual shooting. So right here, let's go after line infantry. Go after his line infantry. Boom, big cannon. You know what? I'm fine with him firing his cannons over here, because that's going to help run out his ammunition as well. Those guys are disordered. I'd like to get a unit up here, but they'll too much local firepower right there. So we keep fighting what's in front of us. Try to drive these skirmishers off one man at a time. Pow, ping, pow, ping. Not going to fire that artillery. Let's see. What can these guys see? You can see some. Oh, actually, that's probably too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, that's way out of range. And I better check. Yeah, okay, I'm recording. Uh-oh, Steve's coming on. Woo! All these fires in the Seattle area put my my sinuses all in a twitter. Okay, so let's turn that off. So I think that's everybody over here that I can shoot, will shoot, and want to do anything with. All right. So again, historically, the French just blew these guys off, pushed them way back here. It's occupied Jüterborg, so the simple fact that I'm still in position, I'm taking that as a moral victory. All right, so pushing on to Niedergorsdorf. What have we got? I can't wait for the new updated 3D graphics to come out. All right, he can't turn into line formation yet because it's still disordered, but oh yeah, I accidentally fired him when I moved. Okay, so this skirmisher, let's start firing. These guys are disordered. Ugh. No effect. It's one of the few times I actually I am actually going to fire at skirmishers, mainly because I don't have anything else to fire at. I could move. Those guys have got movement left. You know what? Let's go ahead and move up and fire and try to assault and clear those guys out next turn. Assault, well, melee. Because I need to try to knock out at least one of those guns here relatively quickly. These guys got any movement? If I can get these skirmishers over. Has fired. Okay, let's stay right there for now. Let's see. Let's go there. These guys go here. Pretty much everybody else can't move. Can't move my cav anymore. Started moving 4th Division up. We got a couple shots here. Skirmisher on skirmisher. And I do have artillery. Did his artillery move up? Because that is 6-pounders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, he did. Yeah, in this case, I am going to fire on skirmishers just because I need to try to clear those skirmishers out. 2 men, not much, but hey, every little bit helps. 17 range. Okay, let's turn visuals on. These are going after line troops. 7 men, I can live with that. Alright. 10 men, okay. Because I need to soften up those lines before my... I need to soften up those regiments before my brigade gets into position. Can't really do much more with the cavalry because he's got square formations on his flanks. Alright, over here. First of all, let's start off. That doesn't really matter who we fire at. 55 men. Okay, we like that. Well, that's... No, he's isolated. Well, I can't charge, but I can do just a regular melee. So let's just do a normal melee. 4 attackers, 1 defender. I mean, part of me... Again, I don't think the gentleman's rule will allow me to charge once I've already meleeed, so I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, he's disordered, isolated, and 80 men. And part of the gentleman's rule is we got to try to give units like that a chance to retreat out if they can. If not, then we'll kill them. Let's see, these guys right here, these dragoons. Okay, so I've got... what do we got there? 700 infantry in square. I think I've got the movement to get this guy here in a charge. This guy here in a charge. And we are not going to charge dragoons into a square formation. It's just not going to happen. All right, so how do we want to pull it off? Do we want to see? He's got 70 and 70, 70 and 70. Okay, so that's mostly... Those guys are still in good order, but I'll be hitting from behind. So let's go ahead and put those guys into charge mode. And... Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay. And we'll take my commander, put them into charge. If I move there, I should be able to charge there. Yep. All right. Yep, the square formation. Okay. Okay. We like that. All right. Oh! Oh, he's got lots of infantry down there. All right, so I'm just going to kind of push these guys there to have him to keep his focus and maybe pull his cavalry up. Was not expecting that line infantry there. All right, first of all, let's see. That is Bülow. And let's check his command radius. Oh, okay, I can... No, let's leave that let's leave that cavalry there for now. Let's give him something to worry about. I will definitely probably be pulling my dragoons back next turn because he's got square formations all over the place. Okay, and so yeah, let's go take a look at what I did with my Swiss cavalry. Not moved them as far as I would have liked, but you know, again, that's just my unfamiliarity with the system, and he is definitely going to beat me to Seehausen. Not going to get in. Don't have any troops this turn. What is it? Arrived. Nothing. However, scheduled next one at 2 p.m. And it is 1:40. So 2 more turns, I'll get my next reinforcements. And then after that, I believe it's going to be a steady stream of 210, 220, mostly 250, 310, 320, 330, 340, 410, 20, 30, 40, 5. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a steady stream after that until 6 p.m. which will be mostly towards the end of the game anyways. So yeah, let's just zoom in a little bit. Let's take a look at move. Yeah, I didn't move that brigade up very much, and nor did I move that one. Let's see, everybody down here is all good. Oh no, that's shooting. That's moving. Yeah, okay. I shot with that. Can't do anything with that. Moved all of them. Go over here and check over here. Moved everybody there that I wanted to. Yeah, don't see anybody else who can shoot. All right, well, I think we're going to call this turn good, and we're going to send this off to Ross, and I'll be back in a bit. All right, we're back. No units ran away this time. Again, every time that I have a turn where I have very few units run away, I consider that a moral victory. Stepping into turn 18, and his guns are starting to get the range on me. He was doing very, very bad casualties to me. I mean, we're talking upwards of 22, 24 casualties per shot. But let's go back over here. Anyways, yeah, his artillery has now started to decide to fire on my cavalry. Probably a smart idea. Slowly moving these guys up in line. I'm definitely going to have to pull them back. I don't want to sit underneath the guns of that artillery. But yeah, I think this is probably going to stay mostly a static fight through the rest of the game. I don't see him making another push. He might. I don't know. But yeah, and I have no interest in coming off of my hill, and I definitely need to start getting my line back, shift the line back the other way. Shift it one way, shift it back the other way, back and forth, back and forth. Anyways, a couple artillery shots down here, nothing major. He, yeah, definitely knew his squares were going to fire at my guys, and, you know, they did, what, 11, 12, 13 casualties each. Those guys, well, at least they're disordered now. So I'm going to have to try to get them out of there. I think I'm going to try to run this way to get them out of there. He actually meleeed me, but didn't really do that many casualties. It was like 3 or 4 casualties on each side when I was routed. So, and of course the other thing, yeah, his second corps down here south of Seehausen. He is definitely moving troops up. And I've got like 3 hexes right here that I can see, and then this hex right here, and it's been nothing but a stream of cavalry moving up that road. So, yeah, I'm going to be worried about that here very soon. Let me go ahead and take a look at Bülow. Yeah. I'd love to push my cavalry further. I got to pull this cavalry back. I can't deal with those squares there, so that's me pulling back is going to happen. I mean, part of me is, well, I don't even have any. Well, that guy has the angle, I think. I could charge with these guys in there, but in between squares, no, that's a bad idea. I'm just going to pull back outside of gun range. Try to finish those guys off. But yeah, so we're just going to get into it, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. What do we do? Pulled cavalry back. Definitely pulled cavalry back. I had a couple units here in reserve. Started shifting them down towards to shore up the lines down here because he's got a lot coming, and then I need to extend my lines out a little bit. Again, that was pretty much, again, just shifting lines and moving cavalry. That's all I did over here. Definitely pushing hard. On Niedergorsdorf, he's got a real short line here. I got to get in here. I got to get Niedergorsdorf back. I got to push it. He's forming up a line back here of infantry to try to cover that artillery. So I got to... this is going to be a rough one trying to cross that creek. So we'll see what happens. But I want to at least push these guys back and clear out Niedergorsdorf. 3rd Brigade, 4th Brigade, I'll get it down eventually. 4th Brigade moving forward, still moving troops forward. Oh, and I give this out there to the powers that be that answer my questions. Most of my units, when I started walking them down this hill, they disordered. Do troops disorder when you walk down a hill? I've never seen that before. But almost, and it didn't happen every time, but it happened enough to make me go, what the hell is going on? So the powers that be that are more than kind in giving me responses, let me know what's up with that. Moving 6th Corps or 6th Brigade into position. These guys are moving forward, and I definitely pulled back here. I don't have the ability to deal with those squares. Didn't really have anybody in position that I wanted to charge. These guys, I'm going to go ahead and, during my turn, well, this turn now, I'm going to go ahead and melee with them. But let's take a look at what else did I do. My Swedes! My lovely Swedes. I'm getting them figured out along the line, along the road here. Quality B, I do like that. Yeah, we're going to run into each other around Seehausen, so... Should be interesting to see how that fight breaks out. Because I'm broken down into squadrons of 50. He's broken down into, I'm gonna guess, squadrons of 120. But they're Swedish cavalry, so maybe they'll do something good for me. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the combat. You know what? Let's start over on this side first. I so wish the new 3D models would come out soon. But anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look what we can see from that artillery. Not much at all, so the only target is that cavalry, 39, we like that. And those guys, whoops, take these guys. Fine. Make me turn them around. Bink, bink. And now we melee. There we go. I don't sneeze at all anytime when I'm doing my setup, when I'm preparing any of this. As soon as I start recording, my body wants to sneeze. I don't get it. All right, can't do anything with that cavalry. We got some shots here. And we got some artillery. Those are my 6-pounders. They're out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, maybe not. Do I want to fire on skirmishers? Yeah, let's fire on skirmishers. Now my big guns. Okay, we can live with that. Oops, that's in the way. We'll fire there. Okay, now we got lots of action up here. Fire there. I mean, normally I don't like shooting at or dealing with or assaulting skirmishers, but when they're in the way, kind of got to do what you got to do. Let's fire on his skirmishers there. Alright, so who do we want to have? We'll take this guy. I'm probably not going to do many casualties to him. Yeah, but I pushed him back. And that was really all I was looking to do. Well, let's just go ahead and throw all these skirmishers in there. That was bad. Alright, so we know not to do that again. But his skirmishers in there are disrupted now. Next turn, my line troops should be in position to be able to push them out of that hex. Heavy casualties, I'm sure, but what are you going to do? Alright, that's it for there. Let's look what we have here. What kind of shooting do we have here? Spread out the love a little bit. Even if I can get fatigue on them, that's fine. And they just went low on ammo. Where's my supply wagons? 1, 2, let's move the supply wagon just a little closer. Another supply wagon back here. Let's shift it that way. Okay. Let's see. That's everybody from there. The only thing I got left is this. Well, not the only thing, but I got this cannon. Let's take a look at what they can see out of arc. So, oh, I already fired with. Oh, yeah, I think I did that during the move. I accidentally shot that, forgetting I try to save combat till the end. I got those guns there. What can those guns see? Well, whoops. Fine. Command, do bottom of stack. There we go. Yeah, okay, like that. I got this artillery here. They're unlimbered. 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 What can I see? What can I see? Just skirmishers. I should probably rotate them so I can get an angle on those two guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take them and rotate. So next turn I can start shooting at these line units here. Or, yeah, that line unit there. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's about gonna do it. Let's turn on our, let's see, everybody who shot. Make sure everybody who shot. Yep, looks good there. Looks good there. Looks good there. Looks good there. And let's turn on our moved. Didn't move him. Why didn't I move him forward? Oh well, I'll move him forward next turn. That's all good. That's all good. Yeah, I think we're good. And we'll get this off to Ross, and we'll be back later. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below.